W2SDR. Let me get my act together here. Yeah, Perry, I'll tell you about those changes. Between the first stage transistor and the second, what that amplifier is a emitter follower design. And what that does is the first transistor in there is your preamp, okay? The first bipolar. And then it goes, the second transistor is hooked up in what they call a emitter follower configuration. What that does is reverse the polarity and acts as a buffer amplifier. So whenever you have stages of amplification, every stage you have reverses the polarity. So the polarity from the mic goes into the first stage, then it gets reversed to the second stage, and then if there's a third stage, it gets reversed back again to the original. So whenever you have an amplifier like that, especially going into a transmitter, you always want to have two stages because it puts the polarity back to the correct initial polarity from the microphone. So anyway, in that little amplifier, the second stage is an emitter follower. That's the configuration. So the second change that I made was increase the value of that 0.1 between the two stages to a 1 microfarad. And then the output of the amplifier, I went from a 4.7 to a 10. Now, you could go bigger than that, but it doesn't give you any more bass. But the problem is if you go to a bigger, like a 47 or 100 microfarad at the end, it takes time for it to charge up. So when you key the microphone, your audio is not going to be loud enough initially. In other words, it takes about a second for the level to come up to charge that big capacitor, and there's no need for it. So a 10 works just fine. You don't have that charging issue. So other than the mod that I sent you initially, I went from a 1 for the coupling cap between the two stages, and then the 10 on the output of the thing. So there you have it. And that's one of the problems with a single stage FET is that it reverses the polarity. So unless you reverse the polarity on the mic element, you're going to have a reversed polarity microphone. So, because it just has the one stage. Anyway, that's, I don't want to belabor that point any further. And Kevin, I heard you earlier on your Barefoot 101. I was upstairs making some more coffee, and you were doing fine with a Barefoot a 101 earlier. So over to you, Perry. W3 MMR in the group, W2SDR.